Fallout fanatics, and welcome to another damn episode of Let's Build a Damn Settlement here at the dam. Hope you all enjoyed the Spoonerdee Holiday Special, which aired yesterday. As of my recording this, it's actually airing tomorrow, but semantics. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed that, and it's a two-part series. Part 2 will come out next Thursday on New Year's Day at midnight, actually. So if you're up enjoying the New Year's festivals, etc., there you go. You got something to do at midnight after the ball drops. You can watch Part 2, the finale. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to build some damn buildings here. The guy over there, I was just messing with him because he was facing the wrong way over here doing his security thing, and now he's in timeout, I guess, facing the wall. Alright, so, I do love when you guys give me suggestions on all kinds of things. Sometimes you're a little out there for me, or you're going to create way too much work, and I just have to say, sorry, but I cannot do that. One of you were talking about doing something with my bridge here so that the boat has more room to go around. I think that's what you're going on, or were you talking about the walkway here? If you're talking about the bridge, I'm not going to touch that, but if you mean the walkway, I suppose I could maybe make an incline and decline. Actually, no, I probably can't, because there are no turned inclines and declines, and I'm not going to be doing it for here because we're actually going to build a building right here, and that's what we're here to do right now after I'm done with all my ramblings. I think I'm going to go with some warehouse styling. So yeah, the majority of this is going to be taken up by our storage thing, and then I'm also going to be building the fish house, the fish farm, which actually, you know what, let's figure that out first real quick. G2M Bahaba Fishy Farmy. Okay, let's turn that off so we can actually see what we're doing, see how big this bad boy is. So we decide to put it right there. Oof, that thing is way bigger than I remember it. We might actually have to... Oh, look at that, I didn't know you can move the gull independently. That's cool. Let's see if we put this over here. Okay, we do have some interference with the rock there. Wayne Johnson getting in my way. So, can I get rid of that rock? Alright, let's try, see if I can like crash my game here. Oh, it took out water? Really? Really? Took out all the water. Holy potatoes. Alright. Oh, and there's fish in the dried up bed. Okay. Well, let's try. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, that's probably the fish farm thing. Well, okay. So that rock's gotta stay, and I gotta reload because that's all messed up. Oh yeah, there's, yeah, what I was working on for the, whatchamacallit, holiday special. Yeah, we're not off to a great start here. I can honestly say I don't think I've had something like that happen before. Let's watch our robot do some disco dancing. Okay, let's try that again. So we're going to put the fish farm over here, and we're just going to have to ignore the rocks. I'm probably just going to have to shrinkicize it to make it fit properly. Yes. Nope, where'd I go? Oh, too far. Fishy farm, okay, and... Huh, really that stays whatever you last set it. Let's try something like that. Let's make sure we're actually all in the water here. Okay, now if I rink-a-dink that, and, well, we gotta lower this. This is way too high. Let's move that on over here a little bit. Okay, we got a little interference with the rock. there's not much I can really do about it, and I really don't want to move any of the walkways that I've put in place. Turn off my highlighting. Let me see. Maybe we can twerk this a little bit, like so. Look at, there we go. That's a little better, I think. It's crooked, but it fits, and the neck goes under there a little bit. I'm not really all that worried about it. I don't care. Neither should you. Awesome. So now that gives us all the space over here to build our building. And like I said, we're going to go with like the warehouse design. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to make my roof that opens yet. I have ideas, but for now we're just going to build the building itself. And I suppose, yeah, we can just use, yeah, regular floors because they snap very nicely. We're just gonna go with the basic design. That's pretty decent. Maybe we'll put a little bump out over here just to give it a little caricature. Then, so you got that open water there. Maybe we can do something with. Maybe we'll even create another door here or something and create another little bridgey or something. I love the creaking sounds. Cool. All right. Walls. What are we going to do for walls? You know me. I like my windows. So let's put a couple of walled windows. I'm thinking about other mods that I have where I think I have access. I suppose this, but where I don't have broken windows. And it kind of annoys me, too, that they're all so repetitive. Let me think. Let me think. Maybe we try... Oh, yeah, of course. But, of course, now the floors and the walls won't snap to each other. Have... Yeah. These guys here. Which they won't snap to the existing floors. Let's get something that looks a little more normal. Not those. That's not bad. Yeah, I like these. Now, are you going to cooperate? Oh, they are going to cooperate. Oh, sweet. All right, let's get rid of these. My apologies for coughing in your ear. Yeah, let's change it up. Nice. I like it. Okay. Whoa, tree. You know what? Put a little single doer there. Maybe a little doer there. There we go. You can watch people coming and going to do their duty. And I think somebody also suggested maybe I should make another one somewhere. I don't think we have room here because of that to make another one here. And it's they said it's an awful lot of dumping for one little spot there. So I don't know. But then again, when have I ever exactly given my settlers all the things that they need? For the most part, you guys are on your own. Okay, we're going to do a solid wall there. No, we're going to do solid... No, turn the other way. There you go. A couple solid walls here. Oh, that's true. I thought about doing a door. Backside here. But... Nah. Oh, we're going into the bridge. That's not good. Might have to... We'll have to rethink that spot. Okay, in the meantime... Let's see, do we want... Is this going to be an office, maybe? Yeah, maybe this will be an office. Okay, so let's put a front window here, maybe. Give them some... a little more light. Yeah, a little twofer. There we go. Okay. And then... that there. Have that there. Oh, we can't have the door there. Well, I mean, we could do something like so and like so. Okay, how does that look? Not bad. Kind of thinking maybe I should move it over. This is mainly just going to be like all storage. Like I'm just going to fill this whole thing really with crates. I suppose we really don't even need as many windows as we have. I just like to have windows. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I'm on this new medication for my knee pain that gives me dry mouth and phlegm at the same time. Yeah, how do you explain that? Okay, what do I do about this hot mess? Ah, I know what to do. Exactly what to do. We're gonna boop it. Just keep going till it gets over. Oh, yeah, like that. That works. And then take that guy. Oh, and it's breaking the other thing over with it. Nice. This might interfere with the roof too, so whoops, doodle, we don't want to do that. And actually, it doesn't really look like we need this guy. We'll take that one out. And maybe I'll leave that offset like that. That's actually kind of funky. Alright, let's see. We need roofs. Roofuses. Metal? How do the metal roofs look? Yeah, those aren't too bad. We can do something like that. Classic style roof. If you can get it to cooperate. Of course, you got that doer there. That's going to give us some problems. But there are some actually pretty neat double-sided roofuses in this thing. Which is that's actually just going to create more work for me now that I'm thinking about it, because you look at it, yeah, you still got all that gap that you got to find and fill in. So we'll just leave it like that, and we'll just put some pieces in. Okay, standard. No, I need sloped. Like so. And like so. Oh, what do you do? Oh, wrong one, you dope. Tell you. Okay, we need a half wall. Yeah, we'll just do a plain one. Got windows galore. All right, now we got a floating warehouse. Oh, jeez, I forgot about those. Whoops. Okay. Didn't make that in glass. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did that fill the whole thing? No. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a second. One. There we go. I mean, there is the glass ones from the regular USO, I suppose, but like I said, I've got enough windows. All right. We've got a warehouse. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put the roof up. Because I've got to figure out how to make that work. We got to be able to make our crane go up and over there. So, let's see. What the heck are the crane under? Is that a vehicle thing? Bus, trucks, trailers, cars. We got the... Yeah, this is the dude I was looking for. Let's see, how's the reach on that? Oh yeah, that's got no problem getting down there. Just center this, like, right about here. See how this looks down here. Make sure this is actually like... Oh yeah. Oh, look at that, we got room to spare. Perfect. Nice. So you got that little thing there, but to me that looks like you can swing out and drop straight down onto that. Cool. Now, I want two. Nah, I don't think we need two. I mean, I did think about one of these in place, but I think that's just gonna... doesn't seem right, especially since we're gonna be putting a truck in place. Next, I want to move this much closer to the edge. Let's just get it in there. There we go. Because I want to be able to put my truck here that's delivering the goods. Oh, almost got auto-timed out. Okay. Now, to solve the problem of the roof. I think... No. No. Sliding doors. I do have a section of like some pretty funky doors, and I think Doesn't really give you a whole lot of room, though, the way that it opens. Like these guys here, the floor hatch. Like that could potentially work. We'd have to redo the whole roof, and then, you know, it opens. Oops, a doodle. Forgot it wasn't in the workshop menu. You know, it opens. It leaves a pretty decent size hole. I guess we could use that. I mean, I could just do what I always do and biggest size it, I suppose. That one's pretty cool. I'd have to change the whole layout of it, which that's a lot of work, and I'm lazy. These are for the ship. You cannot use these because they will actually transport you to the interior of the USS Constitution, so we are definitely not going to use that. Okay, so we gotta get rid of all the roofs because we gotta redo this, so let's get rid of all this. We'll leave that section for now. And let's try getting this guy here. First of all, let's get some... Oh, we gotta change that too. So we gotta get rid of all our lean-to sections. So we might as well actually get rid of that too. Do the whole thing as flat roof. And before we go any further, let's put in some flat roof pieces as best we can. So, roofuses, metal standard. I believe there's some flat ones in here. Should be. There we go. Alright. So, let's lock a few of these in place. Yeah, why didn't I... Get down there. And why it's doing that... Hang on a second. What do we got here? Hexagonal. Standard. Let me find the edging here. We don't want that, of course. Hello, edging. There we go. Oh, what if I do that? Now do they... Ah, okay. Well, they are supposed to be up that high. Now, does that cover that edge? No, it doesn't. It leaves that open. That's so dumb. But then if I do that, it won't snap. What the heck kind of quality control is this? Unless these are supposed to face that way. But then you end up with a gap on that side. Huh. I'd like to speak to the manager. Okay, well, let's just pretend those are breathing holes, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. And of course now this one's not going to snap because of all the other stuff in the way. So let's... Oh yeah, I need other roofuses. But we want to make small sections. Oh no, no, no. What are you doing? There's a whole... Yeah, that's a whole piece right there. Okay, not quite what I had in mind. So... You gotta be careful how big you make this guy, but right now I care more about straightening it out and leveling it. So let's start there. And see, we got a little wiggle room this way. We'll scooch it on over. Bigger size a little more. I just want to keep those blades in the building, which that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Alright, so we'll scooch you over one or two more. And that's about the extent of the room we have to work for. Now we're going to take it so that that goes below it, I think. Okay. That's about as big as we can get. And this doesn't want to cooperate either. Alright. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Nice long piece. Why does everything not want to snap where I want it to? What are you doing? How about you? Why? Why? Why wouldn't you want to go into the corner there? And same over here. Like it's... Okay. Ooh, I forgot about these guys. And of course they don't want to snap into the corners. They just want to be annoying. But anyway, we have a bigger version of that. That actually could very much come in handy. Let's... I think. Where did I go? There we go. That's the really big version. We can get one that's... We're in a lot of trouble here, folks. Yeah, see that there's... That don't match up. Unfortunately. First you do got that. That's... But again, that doesn't match up either. Shoot! Okay. So we're gonna have to really... Naggle this all on our own. Once again, I apologize for clearing my throat in your ears and your face. Okay, so we'll have to change the orientation so that these match. Put this guy here. We'd have to overlap him like here. Okay, that's not bad. Straight. I don't know. Get rid of that dude, though. We don't need that. Yeah, this is going to turn into a mess. Right. Let's see. Especially... Well, I suppose... I don't know what I suppose. How big did I make this? How much percentage is this? 130. Alright, let's take it back down to... normal. Oops. Okay, 100%. We're just going to try doing like regular floor pieces here, I think. Maybe I can find some matching floor pieces that'll work. This is just becoming quite the nuisance. Alright, so what does that look like? It looks like industrial flooring. Perhaps in Snappy. Let's see... Deco high-tech, maybe? Let's turn up our highlighting. Ooh, there we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. Is that a song? It's a rhetorical question. Of course it's not. Just made 10,000 nerds angry. I'm a nerd too, so I'm allowed to say that word. Okay. That looks straight. I should use a flight of stairs. What am I doing? Man, I am like not with it today. Alright, we need something that's just one flight of stairs. Not you. Troublesome. Turn our snapping back on. And... Oh, yeah, that works too. We'll work our way in once we... Wait a minute. Oh, look at that! It was just because I didn't have snapping turned on. What a dope. Yeah, I tell you, I'm not with it today. Alright, let's try this again. We'll eventually get this, I promise. Ooh, we do have partial size. Perfect. This way we can get this, like, dead center. Boom! Now we're talking. Okay. And apparently the game does not like this particular texture. But look at that. We can now get in here. Drop off goods. I wish that made more of a noise, like a grinding opening sound. But whatever. It's okay. Yeah. There's our crane. Now that I've done that, I want to modify it. The crane and all that. That's cool. Yeah, we can come in here and it gets dropped in and then just boom, 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 just throw it wherever. We'll stick some shelves in here with like a bunch of crates. But I want to first do a quick save. And then we're going to come on up here. And yeah, I have some crane stuff in here. I believe it's under the vehicles. Industrial crane. Duh, right in your face. Okay. And oof. Maybe we'll just build the vehicle itself ourselves. No, the reason why, there we go, is because got the one that leans over. Actually, I do kind of like the yellow one a little better. And we actually can have, ooh, look at the size of that bad boy. We don't need anything that big, though. We can actually have the wires and pulleys and stuff hanging down. Yeah! I don't want that there. I want this lower. Need, yeah, there we go. This way we can, oh no, we're not matched up. We'll have to match it up. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get one, yeah, right here for the moment, so we can get overhead. Let's see. Try to get a good top-down view of that. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, but ballparking it. Okay, and then we want full-on thing there. Ooh. How are we doing? Okay, we can actually scooch forward a little bit. Whoa, not that. What are you doing? Scooch forward a little bit. I might actually take away, make that go upwards a little. Alright, what else we got in here? We got more of those. We got the thingamaboober. Does that connect that? Oh, that does. That is fantastical. So we'll go ahead and do that. What else we got? These are for moving missiles. Yes, there are actually missiles in this mod that you can move around. Ooh, but you're too big to fit in the hole. Oh my goodness, it's like so freaking close. So you know what? We're gonna shrink-a-size it. Because we can. Alright. Get it highlighted here. Nope, nope, there we go. Shrink-a-size it once or twice or thrice. Nice. And then we'll put like a crate in there. Excellent, excellent. Alright, let's redo our connection here. We need, yeah, one of these. Nice, and that'll just connect on there like nothing's wrong. Can I twist that? Oh, look at that. I didn't know you could do that. Like a kid in a candy store, just discovering all this stuff for the first time. Alright, so let's take that out. Oh, yeah. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Nice. Okay. Sorry, old buddy. You've been replaced. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Actually, no, we'll probably have to put another one back in here. Hang on. Do that. And then let's see. Oh, that's not good. That is very not good. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, see, now everything's locked. Hang on. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's try doing that. Let's try to make that as straight as possible. Hopefully that's good. Okay. Let's try that again. No. It's because of these cables up here. We'll get this, I promise. There we go. We'll just have to leave one out for now and work our way back up. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's just move that up and at them. Boom. Okay. You... Where's... There we go. Get up over here. Oh, I'm close. Oh, there we go. I was getting there. Oh, wow. We're gonna have to add even more height. Well, actually, let's see. What do we have for arms? Maybe I have one that's acting a little differently here. We can just connect to. So far, no. Let's see. Well, we got that guy. Yeah, because that's going to put us out really far. Okay. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to ditch that one. And go really high. Ooh, that's not going to work either. Shoot! We've come so far. Really? Right. Alright, before I do anything else, let's see. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. Now I can't connect to anything. I think that should sit like that, and of course then that's going to block our truck. Well, now, pardon me as I get more comfortable and break everything. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so let's try taking this guy out. And need more wires. Let's just go up really high and see what we can do with the other guy there. There we go. One more. Snap this guy in place. Whoops-a-doodle. Let's see how... Oof. Yeah, that's going to put us, like, right out over the thing there, which, I mean, I suppose we could build a platform for it. That's one way of doing it. Yeah, because otherwise that's going to sit there like that. Okay. Which is not the end of the world. Ooh. What's that guy? Of course, we can't use that, though. We need... What's that thing? Where does that go? Other side? Oh, well, I'm not going to be putting any wheels on this thing anyway, so... We just have that platform. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we don't need all this extra weight stuff. Okay, we do need... Yeah, something like so. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to end up doing. Okay. Put some glass on here. Nice. Some protective thing. Really? It's because the glass is on there. Usually it lets you overlap them. Now let's see if we can put the glass in. Ah! That's so lame. Okay, well, I like the look of the mesh, so we'll do that. We need a chair. Operator. And we need a door. Need a door. There we go. Alright. We got ourselves a crane. What else we got in here? Okay, all that other junk. Okay. So that lines up. So yeah, we just got to build some support for this thing here. Which is not a problem. We're just going to take something like those guys and do it now. I don't think about it. I had some problem with these guys in the last video that I never... Oh, because they stuck out too far. They needed to do that, which is going to mess it up on the other end. So we'll have to find a way to cover it up. But just while I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and bounce those back. Which actually, that doesn't look so bad. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. Let's do a quick save. We'll have to build a whole platform because we need to be able to walk out to get in the door as well. Which, yeah, we can open. And I need a screen for the door apparently too. So I chose the wrong one. Alright. So let's, build a platform for it. Thinking I got a pretty good idea before I go any further with support for it. We'll come in here, and I guess it doesn't really matter. Go with, yeah. You didn't think that was coming? You do now, because this is cool. Gotta have some mesh. Wish the framing was metal. I mean, I suppose I'd be able to use actually some of that, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's head on over to the Kuru tab and have a look-see. I think we go into metal. And there we go. Catwalks. Graded. Wood panel. No, graded. We want, yeah, there we go. That's even better. Later, tater. Now we're talking. Let's get this guy right up in this. Bring it all the way right over here. Boom. And then, of course, we'll have to put like some sort of railing or something. Nice. Now these snap, right? They're snapping turn off? No, it does. Oh no, they don't snap. Durr. Actually, I probably... Do I have one that has just one railing? Nope. Oh, I do! We could just do that. But it'd probably be better if I had two. Corner piece. Like so. Not so much, because you're going to be swiveling. This here. How does that look? I mean, honestly, that actually does look kind of cool. And I'm going to take the other one. Actually, no, I'm going to have to leave that one. Maybe the whole platform just swivels or something. Maybe. Or maybe I just don't really care. And that's just the way it is. My story, and I'm sticking to it. So we're just going to do the same thing on this side. Just because we can. Alright, we should probably try to line these up. Nice. Alright. That's looking pretty decent. I suppose, yeah. Bring it over. Put in a little effort to this. Not that I haven't already, but you know what I'm saying. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Now let's hippity-hoppity down in here and see. Yeah, we're good. I don't really see any interference. A little bit of frame rate drop. Oh no, we're stuck. Cool. We now have access to the inside to drop our oof. Cool. Come on over here. Without falling, as I'm about to do. Whoa! Okay. Hang on. There you go. Oh, you can't sit down. Oh, you can see it pretty decently. Ooh, there are railings in there. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Cool. I'm just glad that that all worked out. You don't really need railings over here because you really shouldn't be walking over here anyway. Where should I put some railings? Or should I do the same as I did before and put in corner piece? That's pretty neat. Let's see. Did a corner piece. Alright, I suppose I'll do a corner piece like the other one. There we go. We'll get him in there. Just to keep it nice and uniform. Yeah, that looks so much better. Now, for supports, I suppose I should put some of those big, chunky beams. I don't remember where the heck I got them from. I think, no, I think maybe here? Let's see, basic wood, metal. Let's see, we should have some bent ones. That's a little too... Well, actually, maybe we do want a thin one. Even though it is a little bent. Not that I really care. We're just kind of, you know, creating the illusion that this thing is supported anyway. I mean, this is just a game. So, you didn't know that. I'm sorry, I just broke the illusion. It's like telling you there's no Santa Claus. What do you mean there's no Santa? Put that back. There we go. Nah, we're going to leave that like that. Alright, let's do the same on this side. Let's get that guy right in there. If I just spoiled Santa Claus for you, I apologize. Santa actually is real. This game is not, but Santa is, so. That was just me being cruel. Alright. Whoa! Wrong thing. There we go. Make sure that, yeah, comes out even like the other one. Okay. Let's get up in the air. Let's see if I got this all messed up. Yeah, that's got to come back a hair or two. Good enough. Alright. We got some support there. I mean, I don't think I'd want to be out there, but, you know. That ain't my job. I'm the architect, not the crane operator. Cool. Alright. now that we have that, we need a truck. We need a truck. A flatbed truck. Heck yeah. Nice. We're going to have them coming from this direction. So even though they're going to be coming from that way, they really have no way of turning around. So I suppose I'm going to have to do both bridges now that I'm thinking about it. So I guess it doesn't really matter which way this thing faces. And this is probably going to go up because of the wheels, I suppose. Alright, what else we got in here? Oh, different designs. Ooh, a shorter one. Yeah, because I don't know if... What the heck? That's weird looking. Huh. Oh, there's some wheels. Oh, look at that. I almost got the leveling perfect. Let's see. How close did I get? I don't want that. Ooh, I was only off by like... Oh, never mind. I was off by a lot. I thought I was right there, but no. There we go. Even better. Can I get more than one set down in here? Nope, just the one. Ah, that's okay. Well, there is the other wheels. Let's see. All the way back to the beginning. Oh, those are chunky boys. Holy potatoes. Let's... Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Let's put those there. How do those look? Oh, jeez, crackers. There we go. Let's do that till they get up in there. That's good enough. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay. Got my face. Alright, we got the flatbed. So we need the actual truck to haul it with. Let's get something that looks like it's still in functioning order. Oh, look at that. It's got its own flatbed. No, in this case, we're going to use one that... Okay, I guess I'm going to have to use one of those rusted ones. I thought there was like some real nice ones in here. Alright, well, we're going to kind of Mad Max this one up, too. I see some like awesome metal panels and stuff that we can use. Alright, so let's just find... Kind of like that. Oh, wait, nope, we don't want that. Something with its hood closed. Please, there we go. Red. Green, blue... I like red. Nice. No. Yeah, I can rotate them. I thought I could. Right about there, I think. Okay. Now we need some wheels. Alright. We are ready for some action. I think we gotta boot this guy up because we gotta boot this up. And then boot that up one or two more times. There we go. Just so it looks right. The wheels are too... Yeah, that's good. Cool. Alright. We have a truck. And I think you can make it under that bridge. You know what? Come with me. Let's see. We get up to where... How's that look? Tight squeeze, but it can be done. You just gotta be really precise. Okay, back to work. Okay. And even if it can't fit, we're just gonna pretend that it can. Alright, now, let's Mad Max this bad boy. We get down, we got doors, we don't need doors, but we do need, like, the glass and stuff. No, we don't need mirrors, don't need any extra hood pieces. Do we have a seat in there? We do. Okay. And we got a steering wheel. Alright, so that's some regular glass. Broken. Yeah, we got the mesh stuff. That's cool. I wonder if it's going to actually let me do... Not going on the right. There we go. If I can do the glass and the mesh. Did that go on correctly? I think it did. Cool. Alright, so we got some protection there for our glass. And of course you got the metal panels, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, we need some side stuff too. Now is this just... Yeah, that's one individual side. Or is it? Yeah. Of course, now that glass don't want to work. I mean, that is really cool looking, but how are you going to see through that? You just got a couple little holes there. Wait. No, that didn't. Okay, so... There we go. Now it's done both sides. I wonder if I can do just maybe the rear in metal. I wonder if that's available. Let's see. It's a nice looking glass. Not gonna attach. Nope. What the heck? Oh, it's those things. We need these. Where does that go? Weird. What the heck? Truck, train, engine, bull bar? Whoa! I don't know what that is, but that's cool as heck. That is very Mad Maxy. Ooh, we got spotlights. Yeah, we got spotlights. Oof, that's going to make it too big to get through. Dang, that's too bad, because that looks really cool. Unless maybe we can... There we go. I'm just going to throw that on there like so. Oh, geez, you can't even see. Right, maybe we'll just stick it to the front. Because that's just cool. Yeah, now we're looking like a train. Alright. Sweet. Oops. Now let's do a quick survey, and then we'll start throwing some crates and stuff on here. Excellent. Then I think next episode when we come back, we're going to start working on the wall up here as well as our defenses. Because I think, if I look here correctly... oh, they're not here! Well, fudge. When I went to Red Rocket, I had access to the mortars, so I apparently don't have access to them here. I'll have to see if I can figure that out and, yeah, do something about that, because that's just redonkulous. But, yeah, we'll be putting the walls in some sort of artillery of some sort here. Decorations. Barrels and boxes. Crates. Let's see what fits in here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Let's stick that guy there. I'll put a little friend on top. Everybody needs a friend. Nice. Except we're glitching into the cables there. Boop! That's awesome. Alright. Now we gotta put like 10,000 crates on here to make this look worthwhile. I mean, I suppose we don't have to do a whole bunch of them. Let's turn on our surface snapping. There we go, just to make our life a little easier. But we'll just do what we can. And we'll put a bunch on here. But we'll also make it kind of sort of appear that this trailer is almost empty. This way we don't have to fill the whole entire thing. Because that's just going to be super time consuming to get all these. You know what? Throw in other sizes too. Just to make this look as realistic as possible. We'll stack a big guy on there like that. We just found all these crates. We'll stick some barrels in here too, why not? Found some moonshine. Some radioactive waste, maybe? Maybe we're gonna use it for fuel or something. Another barrel. Sweet. We got sideways barrels. We don't want those. We want... What do we want? Baskets. No. Boxes. I suppose, yeah, we can throw some boxes on here, too. Stick them on that one. Put another one on top of that one. And then we're going to go into containers. Yes. Because I want... Yeah, some of these metal boxes, too. We'll stick this guy right here, but let's get him over a little more. Alright, we're going to turn off the surface snapping because just fighting with the nav mesh or whatever you want to call it, but there we go. Okay, turn it back on. And we also rated Vault 81 or 114. We went into 114. We found some stuff. And 111, of course. Did some serious traveling. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, military trunk. Why not? Stick that one right on top of this. Yeah, this dude did some serious Christmas shopping. And found some explosives, too. Where can we stick this one? Yeah, right on top of that guy. Boom! Alright. Before we go, let's make this thing sound like it's running. So we're going to go into power and generators. We're going to use this guy, you know. And we're going to shrink-a-dink it. And we're going to turn off our surface snapping. And we're going to shrink it some more. I'm just glad that as you shrink it, it doesn't lose its sound at all. That'd be funny if it started to sound like it was much smaller. I guess it doesn't really matter. Nice. And let's see, how does this one sound? Where do we want? Nah, we're gonna stick with this one. This is gonna be the noise of our crane. Let's see, can we hide that in there? Yes, we can. I don't want just like that little pipe to stick out, but that's okay. Let's get it in there. Sweet. I'm just gonna leave that door. That's for now, anyway. Ah, that sounds awesome. I love doing that because it kind of gives this settlement a little life, because otherwise everything is just kind of, you know, as is. The only life you really have are these dopes that just stand there and do nothing. But anyway, I told you we were going to get a roof here that opens to let stuff in. Fortunately, we can never close it now because we got all that stuff in the way, unless we feel like chopping everything. But yeah, when we come back in the next episode, we will, I guess, decorate that, put in some bunch of shelves, I guess, and put some crates on the shelves, all kinds of stuff. I'm actually going to decorate. Yes, I am actually going to decorate. And then if we have time as well, we'll start to do some of this wall, and future episodes we are going to finish some more stuff over here. I am going to be putting some sort of control room thing somewhere over here. I haven't decided where. If I'm going to utilize the platform up here, but we're going to be doing it as the control room for the dam, and that's going to be where all of our electricity is coming from. So this is actually going to be a functional dam, and the control room is going to control everything. I might even go so crazy as to put water coming out of these grates too, some of the waterfalls, to show that we are actually functioning and doing stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be a lot of extra work now that I'm thinking about it. Let's take a quick look at that real fast. Where the heck do I go? I think over to SOE and pool. And water. And waterfall. Let's see, these are the large. I've always liked the medium ones a little better. So yeah, it'll be coming out like so. And then if I do that, then I gotta have water running down to there, so maybe or maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, you get the basic idea. Okay. Well, this was a fun episode after a very terrible start. We now have a truck that's got supplies that it's dropping off. The truck is running. Unfortunately, we cannot get inside to drive it. That would be really cool. I'd love to drive this beast all over the wastes. We got ourselves a crane, dropping some goodies. There we have it. Alrighty, folks. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.